Good evening. I'm Undrai Fizer, and welcome to Profoundly Speaking. This is a weekly Sunday conversation we have as it pertains to divine living wisdom, the daily nuances of evolution, the daily journey, the moment by moment journey of spirituality and divine life. And every week I just share insights as it relates to it. To some who are connected to us from around the country, this is a spiritual resource for you, and I'm appreciative of it. I pray that you continue to trust it and trust in the Spirit of God that you reside in. Thank you, wisdom, for everything. Thank you for responsibility. I always thank you for responsibility because this life isn't magic. It takes intentionality to live it, choice to live it. And I thank you for it. I thank you for the awareness and the enlightenment of it. In Jesus' name, and also in the name of us, your children. This divine life is the consciousness that I live from. It's my perfecter. In other words, it's not a life to get right, like I have to get it right. No, it rights me when I'm off. This is the existence from which I live and find my daily perfection and daily motivation and empowerment. It perfects me when I'm wrong, because there are times I'm wrong. There are times I'm not right in the way, and it perfects me. It's not a matter that I get the life right, like I got it right. No, this life rights me. This life perfects me when I'm off, when I'm petty, when I'm hurt. This life gives me insight. It solves my problems by enabling me to think for myself. It gives me the ability to assess my situation and to make the choice best for me based on my purpose, my known purpose. This life is connected to my purpose. It perfects me. It governs me. It forgives me. It corrects me. It disciplines me. It empowers me. It soothes me. It counsels me. How many of you can say that for your life? Is this the life you're living from? Or are you trying to get to it? Are you living from this life? This life is the heart of my life. This life is the battery of my life. This is the consciousness of my life. This life that I live is the mind of my life. And it corrects me. It rights me. It stabilizes me. It stabilizes me. It disciplines me. It leads me. It just doesn't tell me go there and go there and go there. I can go where I want, but it shows its approval on what I do. It reveals if this way is the correct way. Because this life is my GPS system. It doesn't tell me not to drive, but it lets me know going this way might not be better suited for your trip. If you go this way, it might not be better suited for what you're about. You're going to get there late, or you're going to experience trouble. So before I get to the teaching, I'm just reiterating that this divine life is my GPS system. It's my way. It shows me where to go and how to go and what's the most effective way to go. What about you? All right. I pray that you've been having, like I said, an excellent week in your journey. I'm going to tell you a story. And I remember we had a house fire back, I believe it was 2006 or 7. we lost our home and we moved to a rental home. And a lady who was blessed by our ministry came into some money. And this woman called me to come pick up a certain amount of money. And so I went and picked up this blessed offering. And I thanked her for it. And I wondered, what was I going to do with all of this money? So I took that money and went to a bedding place, a mattress place, and bought the best mattress that Bridget and I ever owned at the time. It was a comfortable plush mattress, thick bed, sat up high, and it was a comfortable mattress. And it was back in maybe 2007, I believe. And this is 2022. And from all of the previous little put together mattresses that we owned, this was the first legitimate and comfortable mattress that we ever owned 15 years ago. And from that place, from living at that leased home to two apartments and another leased home, we had that mattress for about 15 years. And recently, the mattress still held its shape, but you start having discomforts. And when you have discomforts with that mattress, you know how we do. We start tolerating and getting pillows and putting pillows under your arm and putting pillows between your legs and your thighs and on your back, to the point that you begin to adjust yourself in this discomfort, in this toleration. You begin to make adjustments with different pillows and things like that. And you're sleeping in the bed, and before you know it, you get accustomed to all of the adjustments and pillows under your leg and under your behind and between your leg and under your calf and on your arm. And on you start making do because you're tolerating the discomfort by readjusting the methods with the pillows. And then recently I got to the point, I said, man, this pain I'm having is something. So I started looking at another mattress and start looking at the store at different things. And still you making adjustments with the pillows and put them under your back, under your leg. You get accustomed to tolerating the pain by making adjustments with the pillows and things, till you can't take it no more. And then I went to a store, me and Bridget, and looked at a mattress. Pretty expensive mattress. It was like, okay. Then the salesman told us about some other things. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy a car. I just need a mattress. So I went to dialysis, and then I started studying some things. I said, okay, I know what to do. So after I left dialysis, I went to the mattress place and bought a pretty expensive mattress, and then got this adjustable thing with the remote control, the base and stuff like that. They came and delivered it and set it up. The bed rises and the bottom, the foot comes up, and it's like you're in a recliner in the bed. I mean, it's comfortable. But I noticed something last night. We finally slept in it last night for the first time. And I noticed that even though the bed was extremely comfortable, I tried to bring my former methods and incorporate them in the mattress. I didn't know how to sleep in the bed without a pillow between the leg and on the. How many follow? The new bed has a new way to rest. The new bed has a way that it's done, and I found out that the new bed would not incorporate my previous methods from the old bed, and I was uncomfortable. The bed wasn't uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable because I had grown accustomed with the multiple pillows in the back and on the inside. I tried to sleep in the new way, how I slept in the old bed. And the new bed wouldn't let me incorporate my old sleep. My new sleep wouldn't let me sleep my old sleep because I couldn't incorporate the things that I had innately done before to protect me and to give me comfort. It wouldn't allow my methods to work in the new bed till I couldn't really get all of the gist of the new rest because I was still sleeping my old sleep. Am I making sense, guys? I had a new wineskin, and I tried to incorporate old wineskin comfortability and methodology in my new bed. And I was trying to sleep my old way in my new bed, and my new bed would not allow me to sleep my old sleep in my new sleep in my new bed. If I'm making sense, raise your hand. And sometimes God moves us in a new place when the old place is too painful to keep, but you done made adjustments so much in the old place till you try to do your old adjustments in the new place, and the new place can't take the old adjustments. So you got to let go of the pillows and the extra cushions and the extra turns and the extra covers. You don't need that here because that's an old wineskin. That won't work in this new bed. I tried to sleep my old sleep in my new bed because I wasn't accustomed to sitting up reclined. I'm like, wait a minute, because the pain in my back was gone. But see, I was used to having a pillow there on the side. Now I don't need a pillow because I was sitting up, and then I could touch the button, and then it raised me up. And then I could hit the foot, and then the foot come up. And it's like, I'm like, oh, man. As soon as Bridget got in the bed, Bridget said, oh, yeah. I mean to tell you, as soon as you in the bed, you can sleep sitting up. But I was accustomed to turning on my left. I was accustomed to turning on my right and putting a pillow between my legs. I was accustomed, and it wouldn't allow my twists and turns because I put the old bed method in the new bed. Tried to sleep my old sleep in the new, and the new bed said, we don't do that in this bed. My new place said, we don't act like that here. Crystal has said, we don't sleep like that in this bed. And after a while, it'll make you think, maybe I need to take it back because it don't sleep good. No, you are not sleeping right. You don't have to take the life back. You need to live it correctly. You don't need to take it back. It's nothing missing. You don't need to say, I don't know, because you want your new life to act like your old life. You want the God that's for real to act like a former God. You want this new insight into God to kind of live like that old God that you had to rig and tape up and put. You want this life to act like it don't do. Listen, won't do it. You got to live it correctly. That's why Jesus said, and no one puts new wine into old wineskins, for the wine would burst the wineskin, and the wine and the skins would both be lost. You got to put new wine in a new skin. You got to sleep a new sleep in that new bed. You got to sleep a new sleep in. You can't put that old sleep in there because that new sleep don't need all them pillows no more. You got accustomed to pillows under your arm and under your neck and under your butt and under your foot. You don't need all them pillows in there no more. You don't need that no more. But you got so accustomed to rigging your life that now you got a new life and you're trying to rig it like you did the other one. You don't have to write a hot check in this life no more. You don't have to do a post-dated in this life no more. You don't have to lie in this one no more. You don't have to trip in this one no more. You don't have to try to manipulate anybody in this no more. You don't have to put your pillows in this no more. Just sleep the way you're supposed to. Just go on and be still. I'm telling you, I'm like, where's my pillow? This was the first night I didn't have to put a pillow between my legs. This was the first time I didn't have to put a pillow under my arm and then a long pillow under my chin. And this is the first time I didn't have to get no extra nothing. Just sleep in your bed, boy. But I was so accustomed to sleeping in my old way till my new bed didn't accommodate my old sleep. I'm like, I'm asleep. I don't need no pillow on my side. No, just get that remote and raise it up. And when you're too high, let's lower it back down a little bit. It's like I don't know how to sleep flat no more. See, I was so accustomed to sleeping flat with pillows lifting me. Now the bed don't have to stay flat. The bed can rise up and the foot can come up. You don't have to sleep flat no more. To the point I was looking for flat sleep in a contoured situation. The bed can contour to your body, but I was looking for flat sleep and pillow aids. You don't have to do that. No, how many of y'all understand what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about beds. I'm talking about wineskin. In this kingdom identity, in this life, this kingdom life does not act Christianized. This life does not act Christian. In this life, we don't act devil. In this life, you're not short. In this life, you don't have to beg. And see, this is another wineskin. And you're trying to put the comfortable wineskin you're in this one. So you got to go back and study the old skin just to make it with the new skin. It's like, what are you trying to sleep an old sleep in a new sleep bed? I'm making sense, right? I know it's funny. But am I making sense, guys? It's going to make you grow irritable of the new life because the new life can't act like the old bed. This new bed is more expensive than my old bed. And when you're still trying to bring your cheap bed experience into your new bed life, you are trying to make that rich bed conform to a cheap bed. You can't make this divine life conform to a Christian life. You can't make this divine life become a sinner's life. You can't break this great life down to a poor life. You can't step in this new life and get it to conform to the previous so you can sleep in it. You got to get rid of those extra pillows. You got to get rid of them extra things. You got to get rid of that extra stuff and take this new bed for what it is. That makes sense? Because I don't have to talk for 8 years on this. Get rid of them old accessories. Get rid of those old pillows. Because see, you will tolerate that old thing as long as you can. You could be in pain, but if you're not ready to make the investment, you will live in that toleration and make adjustments. That's the thing I hate about comfortability. Comfortability will make you tolerate the pain you're having because it'll let you rig it with extra pillows. And when you get extra pillows, you can tolerate it. But when you get to the point that those extra pillows don't take away the pain, you'll spend the money. And the kingdom is a life that you have to give everything up for. You'll pay, you will spend the money, you will make the investment. But the horror that we have is that we step into this new life and we try to make it sleep like the old one. We try to make it function like the old one till you tear up the new life, trying to make it do what it ain't supposed to do. So like I said, this was the first time I slept in the bed without sticking pillows between my legs. And I started turning to the left. Let me see how the left, how it worked on the left. But it was hard to do my left side sleeping when the bed is contoured because I was left side sleeping on a flat bed with pillows. Now the bed is contoured and I'm trying to left side sleep in a contoured situation. And now let me turn to my right, do my right side, put my arm between my knees. But now I'm trying to do flats. I'm trying to sleep a flat way in a contoured position. And I'm like, gosh, my right side ain't working. It's because it ain't flat no more, Undrai. And see, I'm trying to sleep my sleep in a new sleep bed. You can't keep sleeping your old sleep in a new sleep bed. I know that sounds broke English and everything, but am I making sense with that? I know it sounds like old sleep in a new sleep bed, but am I making sense? Yeah, yeah. And that bed taught me a lesson. That bed taught me a big lesson. You old wine skin sleeping in this bed, Dre. This is a king's bed. You sleep sitting up now. You just gonna sit back and sleep up. You just sleep up like you don't need to turn nowhere. Just sleep on your back. Just put it down there and just turn your head. You don't even, just sit down. Oh yeah. And see, we do our new life that way. That's why you're having problems with it. That's why you're not effective in it. That's why you're not going forth in it. You wanted to act like your former life. Your new life will not act like your former life. Your new life will not give you room to bring former life methods into it. This new life will not grant you the room or the flexibility to bring former life methods in it. This new life will not afford you the flexibility to bring in old life methods. This new life will not permit you the flexibility of bringing yesterday's life methods in it. It won't give you room to do it. It won't give you room to do it. It won't provide you any room to do it. It won't provide you any room to do it. It won't let you incorporate yesterday's sleep into today's sleep life. It won't let you do it. I've lost relationships because they wanted to incorporate old methods in something. It's like, I don't have no room for it. I don't have no room for that. And so when a person can tolerate that pain, they'll move away. There are people who will leave your life while they're walking with you. There are people right now, I'm gonna tell you something before I go. There's a new thing now. People are leaving you while still walking with you. People are leaving your life while still walking beside you. They have left you a long time ago, but they're going to gather everything you got, but they are gone. You understand? They have left you a long time ago, and they're still in your presence. You don't have time to accommodate that. You can't bring old sleep methods in a new sleep bed. You can't bring old relationship things in a new circle of life. Can't happen. Won't happen. I think I made myself clear. I don't need to talk another hour. I think y'all get the gist of what I'm talking about. I think you do. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. All right. Still early. I think I've spoken a mouthful. Share this video and download the app, Fizer Interglobal, from the App Store and the Google Store. Hey, do it. If you have a free will investment or free will offering of any kind, God loves a person who gives cheerfully, not laughing when you, not just laughing, but he loves a want to giver, someone who knows why they're giving. When you go to the store and they got what you want, you pay for it cheerfully. A cheerful giver means they got what they wanted. This isn't a bad investment because they receive what they want. So if you have a cheerful gift, give your cheerful gift, all right, of any amount, of any kind, to this work, okay? And once again, stop trying to bring your old sleep methods and put them in a new sleep bed. That new bed ain't gonna go for that old sleep. I'm telling you, it ain't going for it. I'm Undrai Fizer. Peace and love.